How to make homemade almond milk.
Hello, welcome to my low country living. I'm Tommy Ray. I live in the low country of South Carolina in the city of Charleston. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade almond milk. Now almond milk is one of my favorites. Ever since I was a young kid I was allergic to regular milk, lactose intolerant to be exact, and I could not drink regular milk. In my early 20s I found almond milk, which is something I just love. I love to have homemade almond milk because with homemade milk you can control the amount of sugars that are in your milk and the preservatives. Since I'm a type 2 diabetic, I really want to watch my sugar, so I want to make sure I know exactly what's going into the products that I eat and drink. And by making my own homemade almond milk, I can go ahead and do that. Homemade almond milk is really easy to make. All you need is a cup of almonds, 4 cups of water, a blender, some vanilla extract, and to season it, I use 1 medjool date. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing that we want to do is measure out 1 cup of almonds, and make sure you're using raw almonds. I like to go ahead and actually use a mason jar. One great thing about using a mason jar is you actually don't have to measure out the almonds in the mason jar because it has little markings on them. So if you don't have a measuring cup, go ahead and get a mason jar and fill it to the 8-ounce mark or the 1 cup mark. Oops, spilled some there. So there's your 1 cup of almonds. Then what you want to do is go ahead and fill that jar all the way up to the top with water and put it in the refrigerator overnight. Now the almonds will go ahead and absorb that water, and by the end of the night, by the next day, they'll go ahead and expand and get soft, and they're ready to go ahead and make almond milk. To make the almond milk, we go ahead and empty out the water from our jar of soaked almonds, and then we pour that into our blender. Add 4 cups of filtered water. I go ahead and just use the filter in my refrigerator. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I like to use homemade vanilla that I make myself. It's a lot tastier than other vanillas, and it's also a lot more cost effective than the vanillas that you go ahead and buy at the grocery store. So here's my homemade vanilla extract. Add 1 teaspoon to the almond milk mixture, and to season it up, we add 1 medjool date. We're going to go ahead and put that onto our blender and blend it at high speed. For 2 minutes. Okay, after 2 minutes, we're done blending it, and you can go ahead and take that lid off, and you see that frothy looking creamy mixture. Beautiful. That's our almond milk. We know that it's ready when it's frothy like this and is that creamy milky white. Next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and strain it. Now to strain it, we're going to go ahead and pour it into a nut milk bag. Nut milk bags are simply bags that you can use to strain different types of nut milks that you make. I got this one off of Amazon.com. And we'll go ahead and pour this in here, and we're going to strain it. Now to strain it, you're actually going to have to squeeze the bag. And just give it a gentle squeeze to get all that milk out of there. You don't want to squeeze too hard because you could pop a hole in your bag. So just give it some gentle squeezing. You do want to make sure you get all the milk out though. What's going to be left in the bag here is a nice almond pulp. Sometimes we call it almond meal. Now almond meal is nice to go ahead and utilize. You can go ahead and put it in the oven in a pan at your lowest setting in your oven, about 180 degrees, and go ahead and let it sit in the oven for about 1 to 2 hours till it dries out. And then you can go ahead and use it on top of your yogurts, or you can put it on top of homemade granola when you're making homemade granola. Or you can actually put it into your spice grinder and make almond flour. And that's a heck of an economical way to make almond flour, since you've already used almonds once to make your almond milk. So basically what's left is free, because you've already gotten your money out of the almond milk, and you have almond flour. And we know, those of us who have bought almond flour at the grocery store know how expensive that can go ahead and get. So let's just get the last bit of this squeezed out of here. Yummy. And inside this bag here, this is our almond meal. So, like I said, we can go ahead and dry that out, and you can make almond flour with that. We'll set that aside. And then, for storage, I like to go ahead and store my almond milk inside a little milk jug. So, I've got one right here, and we'll go ahead and pour this in. Whew. Oops, got a little bit of runnage. My cup runneth over. That happens from time to time. Guess we made it a little too frothy. And there we have it. 1 quart of almond milk. Homemade, a lot better than what you get at the grocery store, a lot cheaper than what you get at the grocery store. You know exactly what's in it. You control the amount of preservatives in there, which are none, and you control the amount of sugar that's in there. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching this video by My Low Country Living. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, you can go ahead and check out my blog by clicking on the link below the video. Thank you.